Maybe you heard about a great deal on a foreclosure or an estate sale and you aren't exactly sure how purchasing the property works. If you're considering purchasing a property pursuant to a judicial sale in North Carolina, stick around for a little bit more information about the judicial sales process. Hi, I'm Jody Whitehurst, a licensed real estate broker in Apex, North Carolina, helping buyers, sellers, and investors with their Raleigh area real estate needs. Comment below or reach out to me directly if you have any questions or real estate needs that I can help you with. And as always, please like this video and subscribe to see any future videos that I make. Sometimes a person dies and leaves behind a home or land. Often there are claims or debts against the property that can't be paid unless the property is sold to create funds to pay. In other cases, debts must be paid off in the midst of a divorce, so a judge orders that the house must be sold in order to pay off these liens. Initially, just like any other resale home in North Carolina, this type of property would be listed in the MLS by a realtor who represents the seller or a representative of the property. All buyers would be pre-qualified and the seller or representative can choose one of the offers to accept, thus putting it under contract. In this stage, the buyer gets a due diligence period to perform all inspections. And just like a traditional home purchase in North Carolina, if they were to back out before the end of the due diligence period, they would lose their due diligence fee and the house would go back on the market. However, and this is the big difference between a traditional sale and a judicial sale. In a traditional sale, once it goes under contract, you hope that it continues straight to closing. In a judicial sale, once there is an initial offer, that offer is recorded with the clerk of court. That initial offer amount is made available to the public and a 10-day upset bid period begins. Once that 10-day upset bid period begins, you can march yourself straight into the clerk of court office. You have to go in person and you can place a bid that is 5% over the initial bid or a minimum of $750, whichever of the two is greater. The deposit of the 5% or $750 has to be made in cash or certified funds. Once the upset bid is placed and recorded, then a new 10-day upset bid period begins, and this will continue on and on until there are no upset bids placed during the 10-day upset bid period. Placing an upset bid is not like an offer to buy a property under contract. It is a legal obligation and there is no due diligence period. So if you are placing an upset bid, just make sure that you are ready, able, and willing to buy that property. It can be a great way to buy an affordable property, but it is definitely a firm commitment, so be aware. I hope that this shed a little light on the judicial sales process in North Carolina. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below or reach out to me directly and I'll be glad to answer your questions.